cruisers. Happy Tuesday. I hope everyone's doing great, hanging in there today. We are going to do a nice little quick cruise Q&A tonight, followed by a brand new Amazon live stream where we show you everything that is in my flight carry-on bag. So we're going to deconstruct my flight carry-on bag on Amazon Live and have some fun with that after this. So how's everybody doing? I'm so sorry that I did not get into the pre-chat tonight. We've had a wild day. Our countertops went in today for our kitchen, and the poor guy installing them got stuck in the mud at our house, and it was quite an adventure, as it always is out here in the country. It's so good to see everybody here. Hi, Stephanie. I see you, engineer. Mike and Cheryl, Brian C, PJ, Vernon, Zen Kakuji, Molly, Anthony, Rebecca. I think I got everybody, actually. That's pretty exciting. And Mel. Hi, Mel. If we have any of our Patreon community here tonight, please don't hesitate to type crew in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. So share with me, friends, does anybody have a cruise countdown that they want to share? How many days until your next cruise? I know, I love it when Matt at Royal Caribbean Blog does that, and I thought it would be fun tonight to do that. I never really do, but let's do it tonight. Give me a cruise countdown. How many days until your next cruise? I've got this interesting thing on YouTube that's happening now. I wonder if you guys see this too, but when I'm in the live stream, and I'm sure there's an explanation for this and I'm just not figuring it out, but it says, as like part of my description of my video, it says 14B, and I don't know why it says that. I can't quite figure it out. So I feel like it like brought another piece of a video over. It's just a funky little thing. Can't quite figure it out. All right, let's see those cruise countdowns. We've got some good ones in there. Oh, I like it. I see some crew popping in. Charles, that's quite a cruise countdown. 599 days. Alex is cruising in 3 days. PJ's just under 90 days. Mel's got one coming in hot. Michelle's got one coming in hot. Oh, I'm so jealous. Wow. Cheryl, you must have multiple countdown clocks on your phone, right? 4, 34, and 60. Hey, you guys are doing a lot of cruising this fall and winter. That's a lot of cruises in the next 2 months, guys. That's exciting. Look at you, Bessie. Very cool. Well, it's great to be here with all of you today. It's time to go ahead and jump in and share those questions that you might have about cruising. Anything you want to ask, go for it, whether it's about packing, ports, choosing a cruise line, anything that you would like to ask about tonight, please do not hesitate to jump in. I'm going to put, as usual, a link to our Amazon Live after party in the chat. I'm going to make it a shorter link. This is a really long link, so let me shorten that link really fast. And we will get that done. Let's see. That'll give you all just a few minutes. Okay. Getting that shorter link. 1 second. There we go, live November 5. There's our Amazon Live link. Much better. All right, popping it in the chat. Okay. Look who made it in, Jim, good to see you. Engineer, you got a countdown as well. Nice to have you here. Hello, Dale, I see you there. All right, I'm not seeing any cruise questions coming into the house yet, you guys. We've got all the senior members of our community here. Maybe we caught it a little too early tonight. I think that that's very possible. We went live a little bit earlier. I am still feeling a little funky for some reason, can't quite figure out what's going on. So the days have been long lately, and I have got to like control the amount of rest that I'm getting and how much I'm using my voice these days. So I thought, again, going early sometimes is just what I have to do for not feeling so great. But let's talk, you guys, about a couple of pieces of news that came out this week First of all, did you guys see the sale on Princess Cruises? Big sale. There's a lot going on. They have reduced deposits. They have third and fourth guest sale free. And I'm trying to remember what the third part of it was. It's their cyber sale. I'm looking at it right now, but that was huge. We shared that out in our YouTube shorts, and a lot of people told me that they booked a Princess Cruise this year. So they're discounting cruise fares, 50% off deposits, and third and fourth guest sale free. So a good time if you're looking to cruise with Princess, a really good time to contact your travel agent and get on that. Another really cool thing that happened this week is that Holland America teamed up with Sur La Table. Do any of you guys shop at Sur La Table? I love Sur La Table. I think they have the most amazing kitchenware. So many cool things. One of my favorite stores. I think it's really neat. So what they're going to be doing is offering cooking classes at Sur La Table locations nationwide that are inspired by basically destinations that Holland America visits across Europe. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they do that. It's usually the other way around, right? Usually you see people cooking on the ships, but this is like an in-store partnership. I wonder if they're going to be bringing it onto the ships too. Sur La Table already has a lot of classes, so that's kind of cool. So that's one of the things that happened. And then another little bit of cruise news is that both Virgin and MSC announced this past week that they're going to be cruising in Alaska in 2026 for Virgin. They're sending Brilliant Lady in 2026. And let's see, when is MSC sending someone to Alaska? Is it 2025 or 2026? It's May to September 2026. Pretty crazy, huh? So some big cruise news this week. I think exciting things happening in the industry. I see we've got some questions coming in. Brian C. says, we just booked Harmony of the Seas for January. Going to Roatan, any recommendations there? Friends who are in the chat, definitely go ahead and write Roatan in big letters with your suggestions. I'm going to give you mine, Brian. When we did Roatan, we got a private jet ski excursion through the Shore Excursions group. And it was a great tour. Not for everybody though, and it's very short. But one thing that a lot of people do in Roatan is go to Little French Key. That's something that a lot of people said is really fun. So that's an idea for you. Mel said, any must-knows for Explorer of the Seas? I've been on Royal Caribbean, but not this ship yet. So Explorer of the Seas, I haven't been on it, but I've been in port with that ship so many times. I have seen Explorer of the Seas in Puerto Vallarta, in Cabo, so many times in Mexico, and it is definitely, Mel, it is definitely a smaller and older ship. So the best advice I can give to you is to manage your expectations. Don't expect it to be all the bells and whistles like you're going to get on one of the newer Royal Caribbean ships. But you can enjoy some of that classic cruising. Charles Hahn said, recommended shoes for men and women for July in Alaska, also waterproof socks. Yeah, Charles, let me get some into the chat for you. I actually have a whole store dedicated to Alaska cruise wear, and I have some favorite items in there for you that I think would be excellent for Alaska. My husband has gone through 2 pairs of hiking boots this last year, and the second pair I think he liked better. They were Columbia's, right, honey? Your second pair that you really liked were Columbia's? Yeah, Mr. Cruise Tips TV has a pair of Columbia's that are great. Both the men's and women's Columbia waterproof shoes are excellent. Let me go find you a link, Charles. Was that Charles who asked? Charles Hahn, right? I think it was Charles. Let me go get you a link to those shoes. It's just going to take me a moment to find them. If any of you are listening on the replay and you want to go shop our Amazon store, you would go to amazon.com/shop/cruise-tips-tv. Everything there it means it's an affiliate link, which means you don't pay anymore, but we get a commission when you shop there. We have everything from motion sickness remedies to chargers, suitcases, outfits for Alaska, warm weather outfits. We even have a holiday gift guide up, so please do not hesitate to go check that out. Let me get the Alaska cruise shopping guide and those shoes for Charles. I really wish I could do this stuff as fast as my brain would allow me to, but sometimes it just doesn't work that way. Okay. So these waterproof Columbia boots come in men's and women's. I believe my husband has, does the Newton Ridge sound familiar to you, hun? No, it doesn't sound familiar. The Crestwood, maybe? I feel like it might be the Newton Ridge lightweight. I'm seeing the Newton Ridge on sale right now, Charles, so that's the link I'm going to give you. They're on sale. Some of the sizes are down as low as $49. So start with Columbia. I think that's a really good place to start. A lightweight hiking boot is what you want to search for if you're really wanting to go that direction, because if you don't, the full weight waterproof, like a full weight hiking shoe is probably more than you need in Alaska. You want to search for the word lightweight. It really isn't that cold in Alaska where you would need that much. All right. Karen Menny said, trying to figure out which cruise line to use for New England cruises. I want to see as much of Canada as I can. Okay. Good point, Karen. If you want to see as much of Canada as you can, what you can do is take a cruise that starts in one port and ends in another. Instead of like round trip New York, do one that starts in Montreal and ends in Boston. That, my friend, is my best advice for you. Hey, Quaxon, where you been? Quaxon said we share one thing. That is that we haven't cruised with celebrity. I feel like you've talked around them a lot, and I'd love to see your perspective of their edge class. So would I. We just need to build it in and make it happen. I would love to try it too, Quaxon. There's really no specific reason why it hasn't happened other than when we lived on the West Coast, they didn't have a huge amount of ships out there. And so we were just kind of building our loyalty with Princess. But yeah, we definitely need to get out there, Quaxon. Jesse McElhoe said, do you have any suggestions for things to do with a 10 and 13-year-old in Tortola? Yeah, I think you got to go to the baths at Virgin Gorda at least once. 10 and 13 is a good age, especially if the kids know how to swim. It's really fun to hike from the top of the hill down to the baths. Getting to Virgin Gorda by ferry is also really fun, or by boat. So that's what I would recommend, Jesse, for Tortola. It's fun. Lisa Vega said, what is your recommendation for cruising with people who only want to eat at the buffet and don't want to try the main dining room or specialty dining? Lisa, are you trying to convert them, or are you just wanting to like make the most of the fact that you're going to be stuck in the buffet? That question I have to know. Hey, Tommy from Always Be Booked. How are you? I just saw you pop in. I saw your logo. How's it going, my friend? Lisa, my suggestion would be go along with it half the time and then eat in the main dining room when like half the time too. Just tell them, hey, I personally love the sit down experience, so I'm going to join you. Why don't you do the buffet on the first, maybe do like the first and last nights or something, and then maybe like a busy port day, and then try to go to the main dining room and just see if they'll join you. Although I have to say, I think eating in the buffet can be great at dinner, and sometimes I love it, especially after a busy port day or a particularly sweaty, dirty port day where you're like, ugh, I just don't really feel like showering before dinner. Or maybe I want to shower before dinner, but I want to go to dinner with my hair wet. I've done that so many times where I've gone to the Caribbean and I've like just had a beach day, and I'm okay with like I'm clean, but I don't really want to do like fully presentable, so I'll just go to the buffet with wet hair and a cute dress and some light makeup or something. So that's one way to approach it, Lisa. I'm curious to hear what you have to say about that. You might have to send me a DM. April Diaz says, any must-knows for an ocean-to-ocean Panama cruise in December on Coral Princess, 16 days, Christmas, New Year's. We've only done 7 days with Princess. Yes, any must-knows? April, you must take me with you. That sounds so great. Are you kidding me? You get to escape all of the holiday stress on a cruise, and you get to do Christmas and New Year's on a cruise. I'm just jealous. Okay, here's what you must know. The must know is that the weather if you're starting in Florida and ending in LA, the weather is going to be dramatically different in California. So you're talking like Caribbean and Florida warm when you start the cruise, but then when you get over to the Pacific coast and you land in that final port, which it should be LA or San Diego, right? It's going to be cold. December is the coldest month of the year in California. It could be 40 degrees during the day. It could be 70. You just don't know. So pack a little bit of winter clothing for that side of things, April. And just know, though, that it gets very hot. In the transit, as you go through the Panama Canal, is one of the hottest places you could possibly go. It's really balmy and very hot. So you need to pack lots and lots of cotton clothing and also washable clothing that you can wash. I think Coral Princess has laundromats. I think they do. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, thank you, Bessie. My neighbor bought us these mugs last year. She bought each of us one. Mine has a cow. And then I don't remember what my husband's is. I feel like there's a French bulldog and a donkey. But they're so cute. They have like a little country gal with a little country bandana and a little country shirt drinking like a strawberry milkshake. And I just love these. I think they're so cute. So very excited for you. Brett Parnell said, I have a last minute cruise booked today for Dad, and while my mom is babysitting my nephew, NCL Epic from Orlando to Puerto Plata, Tortola, St. Thomas, and Great Stirrup. Yay! Good work, Brett. That's going to be fun. I don't think you had a question, Brett, huh? I think you just wanted to tell me. Jim, thanks for popping in, by the way, with all of the great suggestions about the Columbia and everything. They are great shoes. So, Lisa, your brother's the issue. He doesn't want to have to wear pants in the main dining room. I mean, he doesn't see the point in paying extra for specialty. What cruise line are you going on, Lisa? Because I don't think he needs pants on most cruise lines in the main dining room unless it's formal night. I see shorts in the MDR all the time. Aw, thank you, Scott. You know, Scott, that little milestone slipped me by. Scott said, congratulations on over 130K subs. So proud and happy for your success. Thank you so much. I know that one kind of snuck up on me, but thank you. That's a cheers, or I'm going to raise my teacup to that. 130 subscribers. And to those of you who have been with us for many, many years, and even bigger cheers to you all. We love the growth. We love the subscribers, but it's very, very much critical to us that we also appreciate and do things for our existing community. So thanks, guys. And thank you, Scott, for that. That was very kind. I sure appreciate that. Oh, NCL? No, you don't need to wear pants in the dining room on NCL. No way, man. You guys can go to the Manhattan room, taste, savor, depending on whatever. You don't need pants. In specialty, yeah, he would have to wear pants, but just, you guys could do the main dining room every night. Although the buffets on Norwegian are pretty good at dinner. You've got so many stations there. So, anyway. Guys, this reminds me, no live stream next week. I do have a surprise coming for you guys next week. You know I never tell you these things in advance. I will pop up and surprise you, hopefully in a good way, next week. So stay tuned, but no live stream next Tuesday, okay? So you're going to want to be following us on Amazon Live these next few weeks, you guys. That is where it's at right now because we've got the Black Friday deal period coming up in a few weeks. And the deals are actually already kind of hot on Amazon. So we're going to be live streaming over there a lot. So make sure you're following us on Amazon Live. And if you're not sure what that is, you can join us tonight and see what it's like on Amazon Live if you'd like to. It's an interactive shopping experience. And the cool thing is it has a chat just like this one, but it's a quieter chat. So usually I'm able to interact in real time with your comments a little more than I can here. Here, it's kind of hard for me to keep up. But over on Amazon Live, that's one thing that people like about those streams is that you can chat with me in real time. So thank you, Jim. Yes, exactly. Mike and Cheryl are going to be gone on their Friends of Cruise Tips TV cruise. So they are going to be missing it. So you're not missing a stream. Nobody's missing a stream. You're going to be just fine. All right, my friends. Well, speaking of that, I think that the questions have quieted down. So if you've got a question, now's the time to pop them in. If not, we're going to sign off. and pop over to Amazon Live after this. I wanted to tell you guys too, for Charles, who asked earlier about the shoes, Jim said that it was the Columbia Men's Trail Storm hiking shoe that he used on our recommendation. It wasn't a boot at all. So if you want to do that, Charles, if you're still listening, the Columbia Trail Storm is one that I'll get for you really quickly. I'll get you a link for that. Bear with me just one moment. But those are a good shoe too. And they are waterproof. For women, I find them a little too stiff. For men, my husband really likes his Trail Storms. I feel like you felt like those were the only ones you really needed, huh? Yeah, I think those are kind of his preference. So I'm going to try to tag you in this, Charles, if you're still here. But Jim, I appreciate you reminding me of the name of that because I kind of forgot. Let's see if Charles is still here. Yeah, Charles Hahn, link coming for those shoes for you, okay? So Mr. Curse Tips TV said he has both the Trail Storm and the Newton Ridge Plus 2. Both of them are from Amazon. They're both a waterproof shoe. But he found that for his needs for Alaska, he felt like the Trail Storm shoe was more functional than the boot. It's just because most people aren't really going hiking in Alaska. You don't need a hiking boot if you're not going hiking or trudging through a wet, beachy area. You know what I mean? Oh, thanks, Jim. Oh my gosh. Lisa, are the ads really heavy today? So I never change my ad settings, you guys. I have my ad settings set to what's called moderate on my live streams, and I never touch them. So I feel like sometimes it just kind of feeds more to you. I'm so sorry about that. It's really annoying. Hi, Daniel. Good to see you. Tommy Boats. I love it. Oh, thanks, Michelle. Gloria, the way that you can find us on Amazon Live, I'm going to put a link in the chat for you. And the way that you find us there is you just simply click on the link, and it'll take you to our live stream, okay? Oopsie. Okay, Gloria, I just popped it in there. Can you see the link? And then click follow when it pulls up, and then we're going to go live over there in just a few minutes. Bessie said, can you take home the room decorations if you order them from a cruise website? Yes, they're yours. You got it, Bessie. That's right. Yeah, PJ's answering that question too. Yeah. Oh, wow. So Jim said that he did a bunch of miles walking in Boston in the trail storms. Oh, I'm so glad. Jim, does your wife also have the women's version of the trail storms, or are they just you? I wasn't sure about that. Okay, friends. Well, speaking of that, we're going to sign off and head over to Amazon Live. I'm going to put the link in one more time. I know I bombarded you guys with it, but lo and behold, usually somebody needs to see it again. So I will pin it to the top of the chat there. And definitely keep an eye out, you guys, for my next YouTube video. My next YouTube video is going to be a review of Sun Princess. I'm editing it as fast as I can, and I hope to have it up on Thursday. Tommy, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it, Tommy. Did I see you're opening a new restaurant? We definitely need to catch up. We definitely need to catch up. I need to see I need to hear all the details about this. Jim, you took the room decorations home with you. Heck yeah, man, you paid for them. Take them home with you. Absolutely. All right, thanks, Anthony. Yeah, we'll see you over on Amazon. That sounds great. All right, friends, we'll see you over there. Again, no live stream next Tuesday, which I want to say is like the 12th. So I'll see you guys back the week after that. And then we're going to start jumping into some fun holiday time, holiday cruise shopping, holiday gift guides, all the fun things. Appreciate you all so much. Until next time, see you on the high seas. Bye.
Hey, click me to subscribe.